Part of the freshman experience is adapting to the different aspects of college living. At Penn State, the first-year students are divided amongst the East and Pollock housing areas. As part of the Pollock dwellers, I've noticed an amount of people migrating from East down to Pollock on an everyday basis. Today, I've gathered 4 of my friends that live in East to ask them what they think separates the two arrangements. So, none of the dorms in Pollock are renovated. Lauren, I know you're in East renovated. Do you think that makes any difference?
I definitely like the fact that we have bathrooms that are single-person bathrooms instead of community bathrooms. I like that a lot in terms of, showering and stuff. And then for, the actual dorms, I like that it's more clear as to how you can separate the room between the two people. Because when I've been in my friends' dorms who are in Pollock, it's definitely harder to separate the two sides of the room.
And then Abby and Ashley, you guys are in East unrenovated. Does that make Pollock seem more or less appealing?
Well, I would definitely say Pollock is more appealing because it's a lot more of a homey feeling, if that makes sense. There's a lot more people down there. Quite frankly, the food's better, not gonna lie. So it definitely makes Pollock more appealing just because it's more central to everything as well. It's less walking from place to place. It's very nice.
What about you, Ashley?
I believe that it makes Pollock seem better as well. I really like the layout of the Pollock rooms, and I don't like the desks that are in the East unrenovated because I feel like they take up too much of the room. Also, the chairs aren't really ideal. I like the chairs in East renovated better. And then, in addition, the bathrooms in East unrenovated aren't really ideal either, so I like the ones in Pollock and East renovated better. And in my building, we just got our trash can privileges back after winter break, so I feel like I know that Pollock had their trash cans the whole time, so it kind of makes East unrenovated not look as great.
Finally, Sean, you were in an unrenovated dorm, then you made the move to a renovated East dorm, and you've been going back and forth to Pollock as well. So what were the best and worst things about each of those situations?
I used to live in unrenovated East, and it was quite a challenge, just like Abby and Ashley that had their issues with the unrenovated dorms. I did too. We did have our trash cans taken away. It was just, I have some of the same complaints as them. But it was nice because it did have some of the homey Pollock feel, because everyone was in the same situation. I'm really liking the differences between renovated and unrenovated. I do like how, the air conditioning and the whole temperature control and everything. I also do like that it is more modern. The unrenovated dorms are pretty dated, and you can kind of tell.
I don't even think that the upperclassmen have the option to live up in East, but being that it's so far away from everything, and the location is just completely out of the way from pretty much everything except for the creamery, I don't think anyone would want to live here in the first place besides freshmen.
I'd also like to add that I'd also think that not many of the upperclassmen would want to be here in East because this is such a freshman-dominated area of campus that it would be more appealing for them to go to somewhere like South or North or West, where a lot more of the upperclassmen actually live, and instead of just being here where all the first years are.
Yeah, and that being said, I know for me personally, I'm leaving East because I want to go to a dorm that will be closer to my classes next semester, which I feel like a lot of upperclassmen do as well.
Yeah, I think definitely living in renovated dorms is nice, but the atmosphere in Pollock is just better. And when you are an upperclassman or something, either if you are going to live in a dorm, you're usually going to try and go somewhere where there's not as many freshmen, like Sean said, because it's a lot.
Okay, closing question. If you could only live in one residential area for the rest of your time here and couldn't travel anywhere else, which area are you choosing?
So me personally, I do really like East. It has a lot of perks, I feel like. I just really like the again, like the renovated section of East.
So if I had to pick somewhere to live for the rest of my time here, it would be the Nittany Apartments, just because you have your own bathroom and a living area and also kitchen. And I feel like that's very helpful in preparing to actually live on your own in the future and be a homeowner. I feel like that's very important. I'm doing that next year, so I feel like that's a good way, instead of being off campus completely, still staying and living on campus and being close to places like the hub and other buildings that you might have for your classes. I feel like that would be easier than living off campus for the second year here.
I would have to agree with Ashley. The Nittany Apartments actually sound like the best place on campus to live. I feel like it's a really good stepping stone to living on your own off campus.
So I'm actually going to live off campus next year. I'm living at the Point Apartments out by the Walmart. And I actually really like the idea of living off campus because I have my own bedroom, my own bathroom. There's in-unit washer and dryer. I have a full kitchen, and I get a bus pass so that I can come to campus, which is actually really nice.